Welcome to the ET322 how-to video for the Mosfet characteristics lab. Okay, let's start our circuit here and let's go all the way down. So we're going to go Shift A, we're going to go down to 0. And okay, so there we have picoamps, which means it is 0. So let's start going up and let's go back to 1%. And see when our threshold voltage and our gate turns on. Need to click the page here sometimes. Oops, wrong button. Okay, we're still picoamps, almost at 0. Right there. So at 2.25 volts on our gate, our transistor starts to conduct. That's the VGS threshold when our gate turns our transistor on. Okay, so let's go to, now that we have that, we're going to call that 0. And let's do 0.1. It's going to take us a while, but what we need to do now is complete our table. So first one's 0, the first one's going to be 1. So let's go ahead and start going up until we get 1. There we got it. So at 2.385 we have 1. So we're going to put that in our chart. And we need to go up to 3. Let's go down 1. We'll call that 3, 2.49. Next one, what they're asking for is 5. We're going to call that 5, 2.565. Next value is 8. Let's go down. We're going to call that 8. Next one's 10. We're going to call that 10. Next one's 12. We're going to call that 12, and the last one is 14, which is pretty well max. Good, and then we're going to take those values and put them on a chart, and then we're going to plot the transconductance curve. This curve is going to not be linear like a bipolar, it's going to curve. Okay, we're back at our flasher circuit. Let's go ahead and add a electronic scope. And we're going to add a ground. And we're going to take a look at 2 signals here. We're going to look at need to spread that out a little bit so I can get a handle on it. There we go. And the other one, we're going to look at our input signal. And let's turn this guy on, and he should be amplitude 5 volts. Good. So we got triangular wave 5 volts. And let's start it. And let's see if we're getting flash. Yes, we are. And let's go to 10 hertz. Okay, so our LED circuit's working. So let's take a look at the scope and see what we can see here. Alright, let's change our speed and see what we got here. There we are. And let's go ahead and turn blue on, which is our input signal. And let's make them both 1. See if we could line these up. Good. All right, so let's move these down. So I'm going to move this position down here, so we would line up but get them low as possible. Let's move this one down. Perfect. Okay, let me use my snipping tool here, and let's go ahead and see if we can get a better and larger picture off of this one. Okay, now we have a large picture here. We could see this blue one here is our triangular wave going into the gate of our transistor. Here is the LED wave. Alright, so right at here our transistor is turning on, and you can see it's grounding, and that's what's turning our LED on. It's providing a ground right at this point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4 volts is our gate on voltage for our circuit, and below 4 it's going to turn off, and this is what's providing our flash. And this time we're going to provide a sine wave, so let's select sine wave, turn our circuit on, and again it's flashing. So let's take a look at our circuit. And again, I will try to stop it right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and make it larger. Come on. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so right here is where our sine wave's at 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, our transistor's turning on. Here's where it's on. There's where the transistor's turning off on below that signal. So this is where our Mosfet was triggered and our LED would flash.